Shanks, that was fucking wild. Man, we tore that place up, right, bro? Yeah, you caused quite the ruckus. You might have just stirred up something that you probably didn't want to stir up. Yeah, I know, but I really had no choice but to kill him. Yeah, we see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, that was a wild ride as, Shanks dabs up Luffy. As Shanks sees his swords on his back because he's dual wielding. He's dual wielding swords. Let's head back to the boat. As Boa and her sisters follow Luffy back to the boat. As Shanks is like, "Who's your new friends?" Well, okay, let me introduce y'all guys then. Well, this is Boa. This is Shanks. And these are Boa's sister, Senior Sonia Marigold. "Nice to meet you," says Shanks. As he's like, "Well, welcome to the crew." As they all hop back on a boat, as Ben Beckman and everybody that's there is like, "Yo, we need to get out of here now." Yeah, has said sail. I cleared the way. As Shanks walks in front of his deck, as he pulls out his sword, as you see hockey surrounding his blade, as he does a quick slash forward, and the slash split a path open, cutting through 8 ships in one slash. He's like, "Yep, that should do it." As all the Marines is like, "Whoa!" As they get sent flying out the boats. As he's like, "Divine Parcher," as he sheathes his blade. As, Luffy's like, "Haha, you showed them." Yeah, but we gotta get out of here. It's not sweet sailing yet. I'm pretty sure there's another 20 in the back. "Luffy, you up?" "No problem. Let's see what this Marasama can do." As Luffy draws his Marasama, as he says, "Twin, double, Armageddon." As he obliterates the boats in front of him, he leaves so much carnage and destruction that it seems like sound stopped for a second. And then everybody's ears pop back in. As Luffy destroyed 20 Marine ships in one stroke with the Marasama. As Luffy's hands begin to shake, he's like, "Whoa, this weapon is insane. What the hell was they smoking making this blade?" He says, "I have no fucking idea," says Shanks. Like, Shanks is even baffled. Man, this weapon is crazy. As everybody's eyes has popped out their sockets. As the Marines literally stood no fucking chance. As the redheads leave the area. As they're like, "Well, with a weapon like that, I mean, escaping the Marines should be just child's play." "Yeah, but Shanks, I just noticed something about that." "Oh, whoa, this weapon, it takes a lot of my hockey. I don't think I can do that again in a couple of days." As Luffy is about to pass out, as Boa catches him, he's like, "Whoa." As Luffy lets go of the Marasama as it's vibrating on the deck. "Yeah, I just noticed that too," says Shanks. "It takes a lot of hockey to use that thing." "Yeah, it's a guzzler for hockey," says Luffy. As Luffy sits back up. "Can somebody give me some orange juice, please?" "No problem, Luffy." As one of the foot soldiers go downstairs to get Luffy some orange juice. He's like, "Whoa, let me put this thing back in the sheath." Don't touch it, Luffy. It might just drain you the last of the hockey that you have." "Yeah." As Shanks picks up Marasama, and as Shanks looks out into the horizon, Well, it's about to be nighttime. The Beckman, you got guard? Yeah, y'all two go get some rest. Alright, bet, they all say, as everybody disperses and leaves. And they head towards their rooms. As Shanks, takes the Marasama towards his headquarters. Just to keep it there for now. But it is Luffy's. It's just he can't really use it as he is right now. So Boa, picks up Luffy, walks Luffy towards the his room, his headquarters, as he got his arm around her. As, she walks him into the room. As she lays him out on the bed, as Luffy's like, oh man, I'm sorry for making you walk me all the way down here. Just, well, my hockey just made my body weak. As he laughs and she smiles, she's like, don't worry about it. You did more than enough for me. It's time for me to return the favor, she says. As Luffy, he sits up and he's like, well, have a seat. We can talk. As, they talk and, she's like, yeah, all my life I've been, a slave to that monster. Ever since people found out about me. As Luffy's like, how did they find out about you? Well, I used to model and I used to model a lot, she says. Says so, as Luffy, he looks into her deep blue eyes. I can see why. You're beautiful. As she blushes, she's like, oh, you talk to every girl like this? Nah. As she's shocked. As she turns her head. But yeah, let me just finish what I have to say. But I appreciate your comment. No problem. The thing is, they found about me because of my beauty. Reportedly, I'm the most beautiful woman in the world, according to people. And the Celestials, well, they raided my town that night, hunted me down, me and my sisters, adopted us, slaughtered my family. Yeah, it was rough, says Boa, as she takes her hair out, because she had it in a ponytail, as it lays flat on her shoulders. As she puts her earrings on. But yeah, it's just been a lot, and I'm just happy that it's all over. As Luffy begins to play with her hair. As she's like, I see you like my hair a lot. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's so smooth and dark, silky. As Luffy plays with it. And she's like, you're really sweet, says Boa. Is that so? As Luffy, he gets closer to her and she gets closer to him. As he grabs her by her chin and he kisses her. And they go in a deep, you ain't gonna let me breathe? No. As Boa begins to take off her clothes. As Luffy follows suit. As Luffy and Boa begin to get shiesty in the bedroom. As Luffy picks Boa up, puts her on his face, and he eats the fruit roll-ups for breakfast. As she's squeezing onto his head, and she's like, please don't stop, she says. I'm not planning to, says Luffy. As Luffy flips her over, puts her in the lower half position, if you get what I mean, my guys. As they both do the famous, infamous 69 position. As they're both going crazy. As the rest of the crewmates are hearing the absolute carnage that's going on in that room. As Shanks, that's my boy, as he coats his room in hockey to cut the, noise. As Luffy and Boba are going to town. As it almost hit the middle of the night, as Luffy's like, Oh my god, she's gonna take it, just take my soul. As Boa finishes, you know what? She's like, wow, that was so passionate. As she hugs him, as she lays on his chest, as he wraps his arms around her, as they sleep to the next morning. It's already morning. As Luffy wipes his eyes, as Boa's like, she's like, wake up, sweetie. It's time to get up. We gotta get out of here. Oh, it's already morning? Wow. Man, we did it all night. Yeah, as he kisses her on her forehead. As he helps her up. As she hugs onto his arm. As she follows him to where the bathroom is. As she let go. As she looks in the mirror. She's like, well, my hair is frizzy. Yeah, last night was crazy. As he give her a little slap on the butt. As she's like, do that again. As she pokes it out. As he slaps her on the butt again. As she's like, you know, I'm all yours. I know. As he kisses her again. But she puts her finger on his lips. We can't be doing this all the time. We gotta chill out. I want to be as much as in your skin as you wants to be in mine. But we got things to do, okay? Yeah, I know. As Luffy walks over to the sink, as he begins to wash his chops. As he's brushing his chops, his teeth. As Boa, is fixing her hair, wiping her face, getting all the dirt and grime since last night. As Luffy's like, hey, I'm about to get in the shower. You wanna join me? Yeah. As she joins him in the shower, they both help each other out as Luffy washes her long, black, beautiful hair. As he brushes it, like really going in, like he's really, cleaning it. As she's enjoying every moment of this. As he looks down on the back of her neck, as he sees something that pisses him off dearly. As he puts his head on her back, and he's like, I'm sorry you really have to go through all of that. I wish they didn't do this to you. And she's like, oh, you finally saw it? Yeah, I saw it last night, but I didn't want to ruin the moment. As she's like, I'm glad you didn't do that. And she kisses him again. Don't worry, Luffy. I'm not in their hands no more. You got me, right? You know I do, says Luffy. As Luffy and Boba finally leave the shower and head towards the diner. As we see Luffy with Boa on underneath his arm, as she's wearing a long tee, which is his shirt, as she walks down, as she takes a seat, as Luffy takes a seat too. I see. Yeah, I enjoyed your shower very well. As Luffy's like, oh, Makino, it's you. Why you so up so early in the morning? Luffy, you have to make breakfast for everybody. Silly. Oh, yeah, this is Boa, and this is Makino, my big sis, he says. Nice to meet you. As she winks towards Boa, as Boa nods. So, what y'all guys want to eat? I'm making breakfast. As Boa's like, oh, we shouldn't be, bothering you. You're pregnant. Don't worry, I'm used to this. As she rubs her stomach, as Luffy rubs it too. Yeah, it's my little nephew in there. Says Luffy. As Boa's like, wait, this is your sister? Like I said, yeah, she's my sister. We might not be related by blood, but she's very dear to me. Says Luffy. As she's like, yep, this is my little bro. And he's his uncle, the baby's uncle. Uncle. As Boa laughs. Well, I see y'all really close. Yeah, Uncle No been taking care of me since I was little. Well as Shanks as well. I'm very grateful for them. They set me on the right path. To be honest with you, Boa, I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't in their hands. I might be a jackass or a dick to everybody or a menace to society, essentially. But hey, they put me on the right path, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. As, Makino rubs his hair, she's like, yep, and we're gonna keep it that way, right, Luffy? Yes, Makino. Good. So I'm assuming you want your pancakes, right? Yeah. How did you know? Come on, know my little bro. And you want freshly squeezed orange juice as well, right? Yeah, but you don't have to do all that today. Take it easy, okay? No, 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 no. The more I'll move around, the more it helps me loosen up my muscles and less stress on the baby. Okay, if you say so. As Luffy, agrees. As Boa, you want anything? Makino can make anything you want. Um, hmm. I'll just take what Luffy's getting. Oh, stop being modest. Get what you want. You sure? Yeah. Alright, I'll just take some bacon and eggs. And toast. Says Boa. Oh, that's easy enough. As Shanks wakes up and he heads towards the diner room, as everybody finally, comes through, have a seat. As Boa didn't realize how many people it was. I mean, sure, it was a lot of people, but she didn't get the full scale of it. Everybody, took a seat. As you see a crewmate of, I believe it's 20. I could be wrong, guys, but hey. So, everybody sits down. We got Ben Beckman, Lucky Roo, Yasop. Who else? All Shanks' main people is there, well as the captain himself, as he has a seat on the opposite end of Luffy. As Luffy, it's like, what's good, Shanks? Oh, everything's fine. Has anybody got the new paper? Nah, the stupid bird is late again, says Yasop. Oh my god, it's backed up. Maybe they don't want the situation that happened yesterday. As Makino walks over to Shanks and kisses him. She's like, good morning. He's like, good morning, baby. As Luffy's like, yeah, probably that's what happened. I really don't know. As Makino, puts the food out on the table for everybody to, get what they want. Essentially, instead of just making, sausages, waffles, and all that, she just made the whole breakfast so everybody else can make their own plates. As, Luffy's like, hey, Bo, you better get your food before it's gone. She's like, oh, right. As, Bo's sisters finally wake up as they take their seats as well. And they begin to eat. And, Sonya is looking at her sister, giving her those eyes like, As Boa kind of looks down and, she's blushing. I know my sister, says Senior Soldier. Anyway, let me just finish eating this food. As, finally, the male finally gets by the red hair as he's like, that god damn it, that bird took so long to get here. As, Shanks gets the paper, he sits back down. As he's reading it, red hair pirates, destroy the mean marine base, also kill the celestial dragon, struck bounty, Luffy, 1 billion. What the hell? What's going on, Shanks? As everybody looks at him. What do you mean what's going on? Look at this! As he slams the paper in the middle of the table. As everybody looks at the paper. Scarface Luffy bounty 1 billion. As Luffy damn near chokes on his food. 1 billion? What the hell? Why did I get such a drastic increase in my bounty? Luffy, don't forget, you forgot what you did. You killed a Celestial. You should have expected this. But I didn't expect they'd give me 1 billion. Everybody relax, says Makino. Whew. Okay. Scarface Luffy. Why'd they give me that name? It sounds so edgy. It doesn't fit me at all. As Boa says, that's quite the contrary. I think it's cool. Really? Alright, I'll rock out with it. But really, $1 billion? I wonder who agreed to this. Like, even Shanks is like, yeah, I don't know who signed this off, but yeah, Luffy. There's a new order, as Luffy is reading the last of it. Scarface Luffy will fall under the order of Supreme Supernova. Supreme Supernova stands for a supernova that hits over $1 billion on the same ranks as the Yonkos, as everybody puts their forks down, as Luffy realizes the seriousness of the situation, as he looks at Shanks and he looks at Makino, as he says, well, I might have to leave the crew, guys. As everybody turn their neck and look at Luffy, as we're gonna end it right there. So if y'all liked it, like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video. And yeah, tell me, should I do another part to this, and should I add different characters from different series? Because I have a special character I really want to add, and I want to know if y'all will agree. She's the elf from Jobless Reincarnation, and I want to add her to the story. Let me know if y'all want her. But peace, y'all.